everyone, so today we are going to be covering a new kind of makeup line from Shein. I know a lot of people are intrigued on Shein's makeup. I think they go by Sheglam, I think is kind of the brand name for their makeup line. And I have tried a couple things from the Sheglam line in the past, and when I saw this collection launch, I knew I definitely wanted to do a video on this one. So this video is going to be all about their Chroma collection. I did get almost all the products. I think there might have been like 2 or 3 products that I skipped on just because I didn't really feel like I needed them, but I got tons of other things to share with you guys. One more thing, I don't normally do this at the beginning of the video, but please like this video if you enjoyed it. It really makes a huge difference. I know every YouTuber begs for likes, and it really makes a huge difference in the video. So if you like me, if you like my channel, if you like my videos, if you like what I do, please just thumbs up this video. It would mean so much to me and I greatly appreciate it. So let's get into the video. So in this collection, I believe there are 2 palettes, 3 gel eyeliners, and 3 cream shadows, and I think there was a highlighter as well. I skipped on the highlighter, it just didn't really interest me at all, but I did get all of the other things, and I only got 1 of the eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I didn't need both of them, so I just picked the one that I thought looked more interesting to me. Okay, so first things first, this is the palette, and the price of this is $13, so it's definitely not like super cheap, but it's definitely not like that expensive either, especially for the size of the palette. I think it's very cute, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw all this, it was kind of giving me like Ariana Grande, like REM Beauty vibes, because all her products had not come out at the point that I purchased these, and just kind of looking at it, it kind of gave me that vibe. It's very pretty. I like the packaging, and it actually feels pretty good for being like, you know, an inexpensive makeup brand. The palette itself feels pretty good. The packaging of it is very pretty. I love the kind of like iridescent oil slick kind of rainbow thing that's going on, and like the hinge of the palette feels pretty good. It doesn't feel super cheap. It does squeak a little bit, but it definitely doesn't give me like straight up like cheap kind of vibes at all. The one thing I wish though, there's this little like divot in here that they totally could have put a mirror in, but they didn't, so that's one thing that I don't like. And this is the Time Warp palette. So there were 2 different palettes that they came out with. One was called Time Warp and the other one was called Velocity. I just didn't feel like I needed both palettes, and this one just color-wise kind of, I don't know, interested me a little bit more than the other one. So you do get 8 colors in each of the palettes. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are shimmer colors, and 3 of them are matte colors. So one thing I wish they would have done, I wish they would have named the colors. I just love when palettes name colors, and when they don't, it just kind of like, I don't know, to me it kind of makes me think of automatically like a cheaper palette when they don't take the time to name their products. So the color range is actually very pretty, and at first I was kind of like, oh, what do I do with these colors? But the more I look at them, the more I can kind of see some like easy little kind of like color combinations I can work with to do like a really fun different look. So what I did today, I first started off with this matte yellow color here. I have to say I wasn't very impressed with that color. It did show up a bit, but I felt like I definitely had to kind of work with it and layer it up quite a bit, and it was definitely more on the powdery side, but overall it did show up. It just took a little bit of time and effort to really blend the matte colors in. The next color I used was this dark matte brown here. This one actually comes off a lot darker than you would expect from just looking at it in the pan, and that one I think it kind of took me off guard, so it definitely took me a little bit more time to really blend that color in because it was a bit darker, but I was able to blend it in and I think it looked pretty good, but it definitely took some time. These aren't really shadows that I feel like are just going to like effortlessly blend together. You do have to work a little bit at them, but overall I was able to get them to work. But I don't think I'm that impressed with the matte shadows, to be honest. But moving on to the shimmer shadows, I thought that these were so pretty. I did find that I had a better time with the actual shimmer shadows. I thought that they were very pretty. They were a little bit more on the softer side as well, especially this color right here that I kind of think is like the star color of the palette. I mean, everything else is pretty too, but I feel like that's really the color that is kind of selling this whole like duochrome, multi-chrome kind of thing. I feel like that is definitely the star color of the palette, but the other shimmers were very pretty as well. I love the gold shimmers, and I like the kind of like highlighter color here. Very pretty palette. If I had to say, I feel like there's only one that's a true duochrome, and I think it is that kind of bluey brown color. It definitely shifts from a bit of purple to green to a little bit of reddish to it. When I'm moving the palette, I can totally see the shift. I don't think any other colors in this palette have a shift like that, so that's the only one I would say is like a true kind of like duochrome type of color. Okay, moving on to the next set of products. These were probably the ones I was most interested in and the ones that had me saying I have to buy this collection. So these are the Chroma cream shadows. I love the packaging of these. These are so pretty, and I just really feel like they nailed it, like with this whole color vibe. They totally nailed it. So they call these multi-chromes. These are $5.50 a piece, and there are 3 different colors. The first one is called Aqua Nova. This one's a bit more of like a tealy bluish greenish type of color. The next one is called Opalescence. This one is a bit more of like a white, pink to purple-ish kind of color. And then the last one is called Fool's Gold. This one's a little bit more of like a yellow to green kind of shift, like a little olive color. So pretty. So here is a swatch of all 3 of these colors. This is with just one pass of all of them. And I do think one thing I really noticed with these is they are very transparent with just one layer of them. It's not gonna be like a totally opaque with one swipe type of product. So I did do it with one layer here, and then I did build it up with a second layer, and it definitely helped with the second layer to make it more opaque and really have that color shift really show a lot more with the second layer. So they do call these a multi-chrome. I know there's a lot of like debate between whether these are really a multi-chrome. It's a little bit different than just calling it a multi-chrome. To me, I feel like these are a little bit more towards like a duochrome type of product. I don't have any experience using like a true multi-chrome type of product. I know they're very popular now with a few indie companies that make some of them, but I have not tried any of those, even though they look gorgeous. But these are a little bit more on the thin side, so just keep that in mind. However, when I was using these on the eye, I did find it was very easy to lay down a layer, and then I like to use my finger or sometimes a small brush to kind of pat it out. Give it just a couple seconds to dry in between, and then try to build up another thin layer. I always find that's the best way to work with any type of cream shadow, because if you're trying to like really pack it on the first go, I find that's when it can have trouble setting, and it will crease more, and it will just not be as nice if you try to build it up in thin layers. And that's definitely the way I think you should go with this if you are wanting that super intense color. So I did use all 3 of these today. So on my lid, I used the color Aqua Nova. I thought that that was gorgeous on its own. I did go back and top it off with that color from the eyeshadow palette just to kind of see how it would look layered. To be honest, it looked great either way, but I don't think that color necessarily needed a shadow on top of it to look great. So that's definitely a plus, because if it was kind of lackluster on its own, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but I thought it looked really good on its own, even without the shadow. The next color, I used Fool's Gold on my lower lash line just to do like a little pop of like gold there. And then again, I did top it off with a little bit of the gold from the eyeshadow palette as well. And then finally, I used the color Opalescence as like the inner tear duct kind of highlight color. It looked gorgeous there. I really liked how it looked on its own before I added the actual powder shadow from the palette on top of it. I feel like that kind of just dulled it down just a little bit, but this one has a really strong kind of like pinky magenta shift to it, which was so pretty on the inner corner, and I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. And finally, the last 3 products that I got were the gel liners. These are $3.50 a piece, and again, they have 3 colors of these. The one thing with the packaging, it's just kind of like this plain, almost like transparent gray kind of color, and it's got that like soft touch feel to it, so it feels really nice in the hand. I like that. I wish they would have gone with the same kind of like oil slick color on these of the actual packaging. Not gonna lie, these kind of just remind me of like a Bic pen. It's kind of what it looks like. And then they also have like a little smudger on the back end there, so that's nice that it's already built in. And the 3 colors of these, the first one I have is called Vertigo, the next one is called Zenith, and the third one I have is called Subliminal. So unfortunately, I was only able to try one of these on my actual waterline. I've only got 2 eyes, and I guess I could have mixed it up and did one on each one, but I ended up going with the color Vertigo, and that's a very pretty color to me on my eyes. It really kind of pulled a little bit more of like a dark, deep, plummy kind of purple. It was definitely a very gorgeous color. I feel like it's a nice alternative to black if you want something just a little bit different than just a plain black. And then of course I did go back on top of it with the little bit of that dark purpley sequiny kind of color from the palette just to deepen it up. But I do have swatches of all 3 of these colors here, so hopefully you can see the colors better. Overall on your eyes, you can see a little bit of the actual color, but you're not going to get nearly as much as that shifting color or the actual like multi-chrome, duochrome kind of look on your eyes. I think it definitely looks a little bit more subdued than it does like swatched on your hand or anything like that. But these are very, very pretty, and when I did swatch them on my hands, I actually had to go get an oil makeup remover to completely remove the swatch, so it definitely seems like they would have pretty good lasting power. I'll definitely have to see how well this lasts, but just from the swatch I could tell it was really hanging on there. It didn't just like swipe and move around easy, it didn't smudge at all, which is something I look for in a gel eyeliner if I'm going to wear one. I haven't been super big on wearing like eyeliner in the last couple of years. I just feel like it kind of makes my eyes look a little bit smaller, a little closed off. So keep that in mind if you are wanting like a really impactful type of color. I don't know how much of that you'll get from this when it's actually on the eyes, just because I don't know, the color's just a little bit more subdued. So the last product I did not get, it was the Chroma Multi Highlighter in the color Lucid. I thought this was really pretty, but overall to me it just kind of looked like a iridescent lilac type of highlighter, which I don't really wear that often, so I just decided to skip on that one. But it is $6.50 if you are interested in that. And then they also had 2 nail polishes. Again, these are really pretty, but I don't wear like typical nail polish anymore. Like I really just do gels and that's it. So the only way I would use this would be pretty much on my toes, so I just decided to skip on it, especially since I do think I have a couple things similar to it. But they are very pretty. These are $3.50 a piece. They are the Chroma Multi Chrome nail polish. They have the color Nebula and they have the color Retrograde. So what would I recommend? What would I not recommend? For me, if I'm just gonna like be completely honest and lay it out, what would I recommend? Like if you're only wanting to get like 1 or 2 products, I would recommend the cream shadows. These are going to actually give you the most bang for your buck, in my opinion. They are very affordably priced and the size of these are really nice, so I would definitely go with these. I would say color wise you could go with any of them. These are all gorgeous and I am not unhappy with any of them, so my definite recommendation would be the cream shadows. Now just keep in mind they're not going to be like a one swipe and full opacity type of thing. They are a little bit sheer and you have to build them up, but that doesn't bother me at all, and to me these are just the winner. My second place would go to the gel eyeliners. They are very pretty, and when they are swatched on your hand you can totally see like the true beauty of them. However, I give them my second place because they are not going to show up nearly as much on the actual eyes depending on how you do your makeup. At least for me, I know that they wouldn't really show up super well. Right now as I'm looking at my eyes in the mirror, I almost can see just a little bit more of the color. I could really see it when I first applied it, but now it just kind of looks like I'm wearing black eyeliner, so it's not super intense as far as the multi-chrome, duochrome type of color goes. And then for me, the last place does have to be the palette. I love the packaging of this. This is gorgeous, like the shape of it. It's different, it's fun. I wish it had a mirror though. But overall, for me, why this is my least favorite of all the products, number 1, it's the most expensive, and number 2, really, it's just this color that in there that is exciting to me. Everything else I feel like can be easily duped, and even this color could probably be duped, but everything else with the mattes, I wasn't really impressed with the quality of those. The shimmers were my favorite, but as far as these 2 shimmers, they are really just kind of like gold shimmers. One's a little bit more orangey, one's a little bit more olivey green. And overall, really, this is the only color that really spoke to me. And I don't think $13 for just one eyeshadow color really is worth it for me, especially since you could probably go find an individual shadow that looks a lot like that. So for me, the palette is my least favorite. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.